What is a secret that could get you in serious trouble if it came out? Story 1. In the year 2000, it was me who let the dogs out. Reply. You are who? The Chinese building manager? Story 2. I don't actually enjoy my mother-in-law's cooking. At all. Reply. I actually liked my mother-in-law's cooking. And my wife hated her cooking so much. Story 3. Wouldn't you like to know Daddy Government? Reply. Nice try, FBI. Reply 2. No way, CIA. Reply 3. Not today, NSA. Story 4. I flooded the hotel on a field trip for school as I'd turned on all the taps in the men's bathroom and didn't understand why they weren't working. I'd found out later there was a 10-minute cutoff of water supply during that time but forgot to turn off the taps after turning them all. Coincidentally, a few of the taps had plugs in them that I hadn't noticed at the time. This caused 2 floors to suffer a lot of water damage, including the girls' dorm, which would cost a lot to fix. I guess this is why public places moved to push taps rather than manual. Only one person knew I'd entered that bathroom during the time period, and he kept quiet as the teacher grilled everyone. I refused to say anything as I didn't want my family to get fined and also didn't want to be ridiculed, so to this day 15 years later I've not told a soul. Except Reddit now lol. Reply. If no one noticed running water in a hotel men's restroom for it to go on long enough to cause that much damage, it really wasn't your fault. And for the hotel to leave plugs in the drains, and not have the mandatory floor drain in a restroom, they were the ones at fault for stupidity. OP reply. This was kind of my reasoning as a kid. I just couldn't believe it occurred and felt unjustly guilty, which was the core reason I didn't say anything. Reply 2. Plus my dude, it was 100% an accident, you didn't know about the water shutoff. Most places would have highly visible signs, attention, water will be shut off between X and Y. Please leave all taps in the off position. For the exact reason that someone would try multiple taps and not think to go back and close them. It was the right thing not to say anything, so they could pin it on you as a scapegoat? As a kid, they would try to claim you did it on purpose. Instead, their insurance paid and it exposed complete incompetence in how they set that up. Story 5. Edit. I did not expect this to blow up the way it did. Thank you everyone that said amazing words and sent hopes that we won't get in trouble for what we did. Some have mentioned how it's not unprofessional, and I truly agree. However, I'm not allowed to even let her know my fiancé or where I live, on top of letting her in my car. I agree I did the right thing, but coming from a management, state and everything, it is considered unprofessional. Thank you everyone. I take care of an older lady through a home health company that is very, not there for the clients. I called my office and they said they would make a note of it. A fucking note. This lady was extremely sick one day and I drove her to urgent care. She's not allowed in my car and technically I should have called 911, but she lives extremely far from any hospital. It would have been at least 90 minutes before anyone actually showed up. So I took her. The following week she wasn't doing any better and she fell 5 times in a couple of hours. I contacted my office to let them know again, same response. So I packed her an overnight bag, took her dog, 13-year-old Chihuahua who gets along with my 13-year-old Chihuahua, to my apartment, and we went to urgent care with me in the room with her so I could advocate for her. Once urgent care was done, they didn't do crap this time and she refused the but she wasn't as dizzy. She stayed the night at my apartment for a couple of days so I could actually make sure she was okay. Her family is shit. The company is shit. And no one trusts the hospital here. The nurse and me couldn't just let her go home when she was falling so much. I broke a lot of rules and I'm aware it was extremely unprofessional of me. However, I am happy she is better and that she was 5 minutes away from the hospital if she needed to go versus the 90-minute minimum wait at her home. I feel shitty for reacting the way I did, but I don't feel shitty knowing she was in a safe environment. Reply. People like you are the reason I still have a little faith in humanity. Story 6. That I learned how to draw. Just to draw porn edit. Wow, this blew up. Reply. I learned how to write because I wanted to be an author. Anyways, I've made more writing personalized smut in a year than high-ranking engineers do. Story 7. I have no actual desire to do most things. Buy anything, go anywhere. I work to just support my family and their wants, needs in life, and I just go along with whatever goals they have in life because I feel like I've done all mine. It's a secret because it would just cause arguments and my wife wanting me to do more counseling or something with pills. And I'm good, I'm pretty happy. I just have no real goals anymore in my life for myself. I'm tapped out. I did all the things that mattered in my life. Debt-free, 6-figure job, Live overseas, sell, own homes. 4. Create a family that's nonviolent and loving. Family vacations monthly, bi-monthly, been around the world. 2x, west to east in USA road trip. 3x, Vegas. Adopted kids. 3. Have bio kids. 2. Married, 2x, and more. Like I said, tapped out and I'm not even 40. I had very little goal starting from a trailer park in a small town, and by time I was in my 20s I already exceeded my life goals. And just been adding to them, but now I'm out of ideas, wants, needs. Reply. Bro speedrun life. Story 8. Nice try FBI. You'll never know how many napkins I stole from the Wendy's. Reply. Wendy's official here. We need to talk. Story 9. I pirated a movie years ago. Shush, don't tell anyone. Reply. At least you didn't download a car. Story 10. I work with a lot of dementia patients, and I wish to dear God you could just euthanize them. There is nothing more heartbreaking than watching their families desperately hold on to a person that is no longer there. They are just empty shells, they don't recognize anyone or anything, they don't remember getting hurt when they get hurt, so they become distressed very easily. I hate it. I hate it so freaking much and wish that we could just put them out to pasture. Reply. We put down animals when we realize that they're going to just spend the remainder of their life in pain and misery, out of love and respect. But then we drag people through 7 levels of hell, forcing them to cling to a life, in some cases making that word a mockery, they don't want or will have value from. It's cruel, selfish, and demented. Reply 2. This was my grandmother. It was odd. Those of us who were close to her and there with her often knew how bad the situation was. The extended family lived in denial. When she died, I'm not saying we weren't sad, but truthfully we had grieved her loss gradually through the years. At the funeral, the immediate family had a pretty good time seeing people and weren't distraught, while the extended family probably thought we were cold as ice. Story 11. 40 years ago my twin died. What people don't know is, that twin was me. Reply. What? Reply 2. He's gone through what many of us twins have. We kill our twin and take their lives while making it look like we're the one that died. Story 12. I tossed approximately 1,000 cannabis seeds off the beaten path in a nature preserve 15 years ago. Reply. Way back in the 90s when every little shithole town had a useless police department, someone threw a handful of pot seeds into the police station flower beds. There were tons of plant coming up and the fat sweaty cops got all pissy and put out an announcement that this would be severely punished if they caught you. So the whole damn town started doing it and they had to pave the flower beds. Story 13. I do not really love my so anymore and I think my so's interests, view of the world is taking a turn for the worse. So is somehow starting to get sucked into too many things that a normal sane person would dismiss outright and it bothers me more and more. Reply. The quicker you realize aliens are real and they're coming for us, the better. Hey, stop. You're awesome. Subscribe. Hey.